Okay, hi guys. Uh in this video I just wanted to I just felt like sharing my story, about drug addiction. I just felt like spreading some awareness or some message to the people out there who are addicted, to the people out there who are trying to quit it, you know? Like a lot of people, honestly, a lot of people are going crazy, with their mental health, you know. Um, and hopefully, I could help someone somehow in this world, not just here in the Philippines, By the way, I'm a Filipino guy, so I'm sorry for my English if it's not that good because I'm not really that good in English, but I'm trying to talk in English so I could like uh so people would all over the world could understand what I'm trying to say, you know. And I'm gonna put subtitles so people would really understand. So yeah, I'd like to really share my story, you know. There are stories all over the world out there, and I wanted to share mine, to somehow help. And a lot of people are creating videos, like motivation videos and all those stuff. And I'd like to create mine. I'd like to like create YouTube videos too. So yeah, I actually wrote a script about this to help me out with the words to say. But anyway, recovery. This thing called recovery, I got to know this ever since I went to rehabilitations. And yes, rehabilitations, because I went to like 3 rehabilitations before I really got to stop this addiction. Just like other people in the world, a lot of people in this planet Earth, I got myself addicted into legal drugs. And I don't want to blame anyone but myself for I wanted it too. And yeah, it all started with weed, the so-called Mary Jane or marijuana. Turned myself into a hippie, a little bit like a hippie, and got myself listening to Bob Marley and reggae songs and all those relaxing songs. But don't get me wrong, Bob's songs are so nice and deep and really relaxing. It had these songs that really meant something. It was so meaningful, it had a message, I kind of really continued smoking marijuana because of Bob, because of Bob, and because it's relaxing. And yeah, so my journey started with weed. And yeah, but I really do think that it is complicated here in my country, Philippines, for it's legal. I could get locked up with weed. And you know but I get it, the high, the laughter, everything the weed makes you feel and do, but it's still legal, so I can't really mess with it. And I didn't really realize a lot of stuff about weed when I started smoking. I didn't realize about all the negative effects that it can give you. All I knew was that it's positive, and it makes you high and happy. It was all fun at first. There was this feeling of euphoria that I've never felt before. I was always high with it. with anything I do and everywhere I go. So yeah, I went to 3 different rehabs. I was in jail a few times because of some public scandal that I did while I was high. Uh, and I also have this trauma because of police brutality. I still remember that night until now. It sucks. It just sucks. I really remember it, and sometimes makes me cry a little bit because they kind of tortured me that night because I was going crazy. I was just going crazy. I wasn't hurting anyone. I wasn't uh you know, I never hurt anyone that night, but I surrendered to them. I did surrender to them, but they still beat me up. They did. And it just sucks that there's this thing called police brutality, and police men, they do it. They do it to a lot of people all over the world, you know. I still feel the pain until now, but like I'm trying to forget. I'm trying to just live in the moment and forgive them. Forgive them for what they did to me. And just so you know, I surrendered peacefully that night. Peacefully. I was on my knees. I was just waiting for them to, lock me up. But I don't know what happened to them. I think they abused their power, They abuse their power and do stuff to people. Yeah, including me. So yeah, they beat me up, and then they tortured me. They did a lot of stuff, and it was really painful. But I got out. I got out of jail. And still, my life was kind of messed up that time. It was still messed up. I had to go through this kind of deep depression after all of this stuff that happened to me. I became so insane. I really did. I became so insane that I also got in a mental hospital. I was in a mental hospital. And it's been so hard ever since. I learned a lot when I was there. I saw some people like me. I made friends with few guys there, and I saw people going crazy there. I saw people going crazy, and I had to think. I had to really have realizations about what's happening with. So yeah, I was reading books, listening to music there just to keep myself sane and all that. And after like a month, maybe I don't really remember, but after a month I got out of mental hospital. And yeah, I thank God that I got out, and I'm sane right now. I thank my family. I do. I thank them a lot for helping me. But it's still really hard right now. Being sober. And I didn't really count the years of my sobriety, but I know it's been so long. I've been sober for a lot of years. And to be honest, I'll tell you guys the truth. Sometimes I smoke some cigarettes. Sometimes I smoke cigarettes, but now I realize that I should stop it too. I should really stop that too. So yeah, I also had suicidal thoughts. I did. I was always thinking about, dying already because I'm really depressed. I'm really just depressed. It's deep. It's just deep in sometimes I want to just disappear from this world and just be gone, and not suffer anymore, not feel this pain anymore, because it's just hard. It's just every single day I try to be sane. Every single day I try to help myself and my family with whatever I can. And there's stuff that I do. There are stuff that I do that helped me. And I'm gonna talk about it in other videos, but I'm gonna say that already in this video that I meditate. I do some meditation and I do some kind of exercise and all those. And music really helped. Music was really my like best friend, because I lost some friends. I'm not going out anymore because honestly I'm like away, because I don't want to get into trouble again, get into drugs again, because what I know is that they're still doing it. What I know is they're still doing it. I recently just talked to someone that's still doing it, so I'm staying away. Honestly, right now I'd rather like stay at home and just do this, use my PC or my phone and do stuff here at home, try to work, you know and I've been praying too. I've been praying all those stuff, praying. And I just my message to all the people who's trying to quit it is just stop it, because if you stop, you'll be able to have a better life, a better life, better mindset, better thoughts, better feelings, better mental health, especially mental health. Yeah, but like, think about it. If you don't stop, you're going to have like a deep depression. You will be so depressed with it, because it's draining you. It's draining your spirit. It's draining your spirit. It's messing up your spirit. Your life. It is. So just stop it, guys. Stop it. That's why it's illegal. That's why it's illegal. I also have these thoughts on weed, and I just have these thoughts on weed. Okay, and I've seen videos in YouTube saying that they're quitting weed and all those stuff. They're quitting it and they're feeling better quitting it. And I just feel like they're right. They're right. And here in our country, they're really talking about love, freedom, peace, all the hippies, they're talking about all those stuff. But for me, in my opinion, I don't know if I'm really right or wrong, but right now I feel like you can have love, you can have peace, you can have freedom, you can have all that without weed, without marijuana. You can have all that being, naturally high, with life, with music, and it's just really, it's messed up here in the Philippines, because you could get locked up with it. That's the thing. You could really get locked up with it if the people or the policemen, if they find out you're doing it, you could get locked up. So I'm just staying away. I'm stopping it. I'm gonna stop. Maybe when it becomes legal here, maybe when it becomes legal, I'll do it again. But right now, I can't. I went to rehabs. I went to a mental hospital. I went to jail, and I just really think that I have to stop all these illegal drugs. So yeah, just so you know, guys, I also did LSD and some shrooms. I did LSD once and some shrooms, and I also did shabu, the poor man's cocaine, and it was just, it was hell. It was hell. Shabu was hell. It's hell, you know. Your mind will be like on fire, you know. You will be on fire and like you will feel like you're in hell, you know. So it's just the worst, man. It's the worst. It's the worst drug that I took. And that drug, especially that drug, it made me so violent. It made me so violent. I was hurting myself. I was hurting my family. I was hurting them, like physically. I was hurting them. It was so bad. I was destroying things and I was bleeding and all that. It's just, it's messed up. Like I said, it's hell. You know, I felt hell. So after all that, now I'm on some medication. It's an antipsychotic drug, and I can say that it helps. It helps, but people are saying stuff about drugs like what I'm taking now. It has a lot of side effects. It does. It scares me. Drink it because I deep sleep it. I get really with it. My sleep is just amazing with it. So I still drink, and it helps. It does help with my recovery. But I'm not. I want to say that I want to say in this video that I'm not perfect. I'm just not. Um, I think perfection is not the goal. Perfection is not the goal. It's just trying to be better in life, trying to be better every day. You know, I'm not perfect. I still have some troubles. I'll be honest, I'm still kind of lazy, but I don't know about that, you know, because I have a mental illness. I really do. With all the stuff that has happened to me, I'm not just lazy, you know. I'm not just lazy. There's an issue right now. There's a problem with the world and with me, you know. And it's not just laziness. I'll be honest. It's not just laziness. And yeah. So I'm gonna end this video by just saying that I'm thankful to God and my family that I'm sane. Somehow I'm sane. You know, I'm normal. You know, I still get so crazy sometimes, but I'm just happy right now that I'm at home. I'm at home, and you know, I'm at home and I'm enjoying my life. Somehow I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying my freedom today. Out of rehab, out of jail, out of mental hospital. I'm enjoying my life now. Recovering, you know, and sober. And I just wanna tell the young people out there who's doing drugs right now and planning on quitting drugs, just stop it. Just stop it. You don't need it. You don't need drugs. You don't need all that. You don't need illegal drugs. You don't need that. And it's just, you're gonna destroy your life with it. And I hope if you find this video, I hope it just you know, it awakens you somehow. You know, it enlightens you somehow to think about the stuff that we're doing, that you're doing. Think about stopping it, you know, because it's just gonna lead you to hell. It's gonna lead you to hell, and the flames, the fire, it's gonna burn you. It's gonna burn you so much, you know. And some people even died doing drugs. Some people died doing drugs, you know. Some people really go insane and do stuff, you know. They get so crazy, they get so insane that they, you know, or or all those stuff in the world, man. Some people do that because of illegal drugs. Not just illegal drugs, okay. Not just illegal drugs. But I'm just gonna focus on this right now. And it will suck so much if you get addicted to it. So just don't do it. Don't do it. If you want to have a better future, if we want to have good vibrations, good vibrations, stop it. Don't do it. I'm gonna end this video now. I just hope that you get something from me. I get somehow, even just a little bit, even just one person who will relate to this. I'll be happy. I'll be so happy with it. Saving one person in this crazy world is just nice. It's nice. Even just one person, it would be nice. So yeah, thanks for listening, guys, and watching this, and I hope this helps. I really do. Bye.